try this beer.
Are you ready to sink?
Okay. Show on the road. Oh, hey, Ben. Trying to get running late. Trying to get things going here. Let's. All right, let's. Fiddling with my camera, trying to get it to look better, but. About as good as it's gonna look, I guess. Go ahead and continue. Turn my bright. Not too much. There. That's. Alrighty. Let me think. Where was I at? What was sorry, I forget. What was wrong with your computer? Oh, you looked at. Oh, I thought you took it with you when you moved. You have to have power supply. You should be able to. If you got a local, you know, resale shop, they sell like used games and stuff. You should be able to get one from them without being too, too expensive. What were you streaming on the other day then? No, I mean, like, were you on like your phone or something? Is that how you were on the other day? Is that good? The screen flickers to life and Maxon's face appears. He's wearing a broad grin and you can hear the sounds of celebration in the background. Hey there, Muscle. Not sure if Tech gave me the right address, but I figured it was worth a shot. I don't know if you heard, but our favorite Bullet Club got hit from all sides by the F stage today. It was glorious. Anyway, just thought you'd want to share in the good news, and thanks for your help back there. I don't think we'd have made it out of there without you. Raise his hand and salute. Take care, Jax. Message in, the image fades. You find yourself back in your inbox. This one. Hey, Jax. Uncle Dietrich told me that I could message you here, so I figured that I should. He probably told you that I'm living in Samuels. At Samuels, not, well, that's where I am. It's different, I'll give it that much. Oh, okay, yeah, you're on your phone. Okay. I couldn't really tell from, you know, the way you were interacting. Yeah. Let's see. I like that I don't get pressured to hurt people here, so that's good. And nobody smacks me around, even though I can tell that a lot of the orcs and trolls want to. I do get yelled at a lot and called a lot of names, but I guess that's making me feel bad about what kind of thing is all part of the plan. Life kind of sucks right now, but at least nobody is going to make me kill anyone. Uncle D says that it's going to get better, and maybe it will, I don't know. Anyway, what I mostly wanted to say was thanks for not killing me back at the Humanus compound. I had a gun on you, so you totally could have, but you didn't, and I'm really glad about that. Thanks, Alexander. Okay, well. At least somebody's happy about things I've done. Have you played this before? Or are you aware of it? That I don't know. I've never had an Xbox, so I'd say your best bet would be to I don't know if you use Reddit or not, but I'm sure there's like a Xbox subreddit. I'd ask them because you know they'd actually know. Like I said, I've never actually had an Xbox. I've played on other people's a couple times, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, I try to pop in on yours when I can. Actually, ended up not streaming after I talked to you last because I was going to, and then I'd been kind of feeling weird, and then I started getting really sick that Friday night. So that's been, I guess that's been 2 weeks ago now. Anyway, this is like a turn-based cyberpunk type game. It's got a lot of story to it, though. It's fun. I've never been like huge on turn-based games, but I like the story and being able to like you can do, if you do this, then it means that, you know, there's things that you can't do because you made this choice. Like, you know, actually you have to live with your choices kind of thing. So that's nice. It's kind of a cyberpunk magic kind of thing. Let's see. Okay, let's accept. Yeah, I know. I can accept or reject. Okay, so business and I have a job for your team. It's a simple matter. Judging by what I've heard of your team, I imagine that they will be well suited to the task. Go on. The interests that I represent have learned that AG Chimmy Europa is working on a company-wide project, something very secret, very new. Reliable sources inform me that they're keeping a working prototype of this new venture at the Berlin facility. I see, and your employer's wishes to acquire this prototype for them naturally. What is this project? If you want my team to grab the prototype for you, they'll need to know what they're looking for. I'm not at liberty to say. I can tell you that the prototype has been branded MKVI. I can also tell you that your team will find it on the 25th floor of the Berlin facility in the office of one Albert Oshoffer. Yeah, I've watched people play Stardew Valley. It's kind of one of those ones I'm planning on getting to eventually. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I was playing Graveyard Keeper, which I've been told is kind of similar, like reminiscent, but darker humor. Further, I can assist your team in disabling building security and gaining access to the 24th floor. From there, however, they will be on their own. Such vagueness can be dangerous, Herr Schmidt. I will not commit my team to run without a better understanding of what the job entails. Facing such dangers is the purpose of a Shadowrunner, Herr Emsel. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That's cool. You can stream mobile games. Your team will be rewarded handsomely for their services. My employers have set aside 20,000 yuan, which is the in-game currency for this game, for the job. Consider it hazard pay if you wish. Make it 25,000 yuan or look somewhere else. 22.5 yuan final offer. Very well, I will pass your offer on to my team. Are there any further details that you can provide? Houseoffer's office will be locked behind a vault door. The lock is old-fashioned of the mechanical variety. I will provide your team with a copy of the key. I will also supply you with a little black box, a solid-state device that your team can use to override a variety of building systems. The team will enter through the facility's underground garage. When your team has acquired the MKVI, have them exit to the same garage. I will have a van there waiting to extract them. Thank you, Herr Schmidt. I will pass your offer on to my team. Good day, Herr Amsel. Well, so I can either accept the job or decline it for now. I'm gonna go check this thing out. Let me go talk to... Okay. Yes. This guy has messaged me because there's a shipment that's missing, and he wants me to help find it, basically. A gang from nearby Keys has been hijacking shipments bound for the Grizz Bazaar, taking money out of our pockets. I could use your help to stop this from happening. Your dear departed Monica used to provide encryption and information control for the Grizz Bazaar. She's gone. We merchants have been having no end of trouble. The obvious answer is that a gang has been intercepting our communication. What kind of communications? Shipping manifests, payment orders, that kind of thing. A group with an agenda could use that information to set an ambush, and that's just what this gang has been doing. Several cargo trucks full of goods have already been hijacked en route to the Grizz Bazaar. Had a tracking device placed on the last shipment that I sent out. Containers full of weapons and medical supplies. Sure enough, it got taken and I tracked it to Gesundbrunnen. These German names are a whole lot of fun to pronounce. If you've never been there, it's a case built out of an old U-Bahn station and some old bunkers. Rumor has it a new gang called the Rebengeisters is holed up there. I suspect that the two things are related. So I need you to go to Gesundbrunnen, find the Rebengeister, and get our goods back. I can offer you 500 win the task, and if you can recover our missing hardware, missing weapons shipment, I'll be able to sell you some better hardware too. Let's see. Can you tell me anything else about the gang, the Rebengeister? Not much, I'm afraid. What I've heard, the Rebengeister are tricky. They have a reputation for stirring up trouble and then disappearing without a trace. I would tread carefully in Gesundbrunnen if I were you. Okay. How do I get there? Just take U-Bahn. The line still runs, though not many folks stop at Gesundbrunnen anymore. The market there used to be something of a tourist attraction, but I think they've fallen on hard times recently. Alright, fine. I'll take care of it. By the time some new inventory came in, I could use some new inventory. And one more thing, Jax. I'm gonna need you to go in light on this one. Take a friend along with you if you like, but no more than one. If you spook him, they could trash the merchandise. Best go quiet, best go soon too, before the trail goes cold. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Go here. Here. Okay. Okay, focus, call it. Alright, these are petty. Picture skilled with blades. Great. Let me see. Okay. Let's try him. I might need a decker. Short train ride to Gesundbrunnen. You exit the subway. Are stepping into the old grungy platform. The place is deserted, though signs of life are everywhere. A gaping hole in the ceiling filters cool, hazy light in from above. To your right, a small plot of crops struggles to endure in the cold and the limited light of the station. Trash and junk litters the platform. It's clear this place hasn't had anything resembling a janitorial staff in quite some time. Somewhere in this old, rundown U-Bahn station lies the entrance to Gesundbrunnen Caves, and hopefully some leads on the whereabouts of Rabengister's and Gunnari's missing shipment. Oh, that's cool. That'd be neat when I can get enough followers to be an affiliate and actually get some emotes. That'd be kind of cool. Oh, is that what it is? It's Aston Ice Cream? Oh, okay, cool. Let's see. Weapons. And the trauma kit. Winter Rex. Best deck, usually modified breeds. G. Okay. No, I don't want to spend my karma right now. Thank you. Feel the crop thing over here. Garden. Build fluorescent grow lights are barely keeping the plants alive. Almost no light from the surface makes. Okay. Take it down here. Disappeared quite so quickly. Stairwell down looks like to have completely collapsed. Can't go that way. Go this way. Looking over here. No. We're going this way. But the only reason I'm doing this is the chance of getting better stuff for the gun dealer. Guard. That's far enough, friend. An older man raises his hand, squinting as you approach. To his left, a young orc shifts his weight, resting one hand casually on a pistol at his hip. Both are dressed in what might be considered uniforms, but it's hard to tell for sure. We don't get many visitors down here these days, and you'll forgive me for saying, but, well, you don't really look like the type that usually comes through here. Looks fed, for one thing. The older man snorts. Indeed, so what brings you to Gesundbrunnen, stranger? Well, I don't have enough charisma. see. Well, I can try this. It's probably not going to work, but I'm just passing through. Thought I'd check out the market here. Character exchange glances. Of course, customers are always welcome. Head on in. The older man steps aside. Well, that actually works. Watch your step on the ladder to there. Some of the steps get slippery when it's cold. Okay. Yeah, let's not ask any questions. It is probably not gonna go. That's water. Okay. So, a market with hardly any people. Yeah, that's great. Man before you is of average build and in nondescript dress. He's leaning against the old wooden cabinet reading a book. As you approach, he looks up and casts a warm smile in your direction. Corin. Guten Tag. The name is Corin, friend. Can't say I've seen you around here at these parts before, just passing through, or... What can you tell me about this place? Is it Gesundbrunnen? Well, it's my home, for one, and we've got a small bar set up over there. But of course you'll want to know about the market. His eyes light up. Used to be something to behold, my friend. One of these grandest markets in the city. You could find nearly anything in these stalls for the right price. Real same, but little by little things slowed down. Folks stopped taking the subway line so much. I guess that's the way of the flux. I'll be going now. I don't seem to be talkative. Let's see if this dresser is. The drawers look to be handmade out of rusty sheet metal. Nothing of value catches your eye. Okay. Dancing elf. Don't see anything interest. Goldfish. Okay. Shaman, obviously. The woman starts a little at your approach, but she recovers quickly and beams brightly at you. The fox face on her headdress seems to grin as well. Her classically nasal American accent is obvious. Hey kiddo, share a drink with me? I think just looking for information. Ever heard of a gang called the Ravenbeaster? Raven Ghosts? Nope, never heard of it. About anything like that. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I'm just shoving through. Heard there was a market, but, well, just look at this place. She waves her arm around in a wide circle, taking everything in from this sadly shimmying woman to the near empty corridors outside. So I'm just having a drink with this fine gentleman here and then moving on. Where are you from? California, Free State, doing the whole Europe tour thing. You know, besides getting me out of that hellhole, it's been a real good learning experience. Had some good fun, made some good friends. She clatters the ice around in her drink. You can smell the cheap gin from where you stand. But it's a hellhole everywhere these days. Can't drink enough to get the things I've seen. I'm all for communism and anarchy and free love, but sometimes the F-state goes a little far. How do you mean? It's just the things like the turf wars and the racists and junk, you know, like those humanist assholes, unpleasant, but that shit aside, I like the idea of a state without the man. Listen, my name is Goldfish. What's yours? Call me Jax. Nice to meet you, Jax. Now that I've said my bit, what are you doing in a place like this? I'm looking for something. That Robin Geester thing, Raven Ghost, might be Kennedy and Gisenbrunnen. Seems like everyone and everything down here is a ghost. Ghosts of the past, ghost of trains, ghostly thin folks, pale for lack of sunlight. I need sunlight too. I like to joke I photosynthesize, but it just gives me so much energy that these people don't have anymore. Her expression goes stern for a moment as she stares into her gin and tonic. Maybe I've been down here long enough, maybe I'm a ghost too. Alright, that's it, Carlin. You're officially cut off. Your total is 36 win. At least buy something for my friend here. She's been talking with me a bit and hasn't had anything. No, you're cut off. I don't want you even sipping out of it. Dude, chill. Forget I asked. She turns to you with a shrug. Sorry I couldn't get you anything else, but thanks for being a pal. Okay. Must be treading lightly. And the garbage smells like something died in here. Upon close inspection, it is just moldy soy cakes. What else? Surface access has been welded shut, probably in an attempt to keep security tight. Anything done this way? Oop. Like there's nothing down there. Okay, so we have an odd merchant, we have a shopkeeper, we have another gun. Probably the odd merchant. Hello there, newcomer. I have my many exciting and rare weapons for you to peruse. Instruments of death of the sort you'll find nowhere. Well, you will not find anywhere else in Berlin. Take a look around. By the shopkeeper's claims, her inventory looks decidedly poor. Most of these weapons appear rusty and ill repair. Quickly cobbled together pistol stands out from the bunch. Sure, let's see what you have. 2,000 for that? And not spending 2,000 for that thing. Ooh. Okay. Oh, it's a flashbang. Frag grenade. Okay. Yeah. What's up with this shoddy looking pistol? Exquisite, is it not? The work of a master craftsman who used to live here, forged some of the finest slug throwers you'll find this side of the Atlantic, and at that price, it's steel. Yeah, I'll be going now. Okay, fine. We'll go talk to this guy. Hi there, stranger. I got a sale on today. You interested in some rations, salvage, some home remedies? What you got for sale? Okay, get your basic med kits. Sure. Med kit. This. Put in there. Seen a shipment of weapons pass through here recently. Little eyes flicker back and forth. I don't know anything about weapons. I just sell scraps of salvage and home remedies. Well, thanks for your time. It appears to have been prior to hastily opened. There is a partially torn shipping label on it. Side, most of the ink is worn off, but the word Chris Bazaar is still clearly visible. No, obviously it's here, but find out. Check out then. There. Terminal. There's been an old U-Bahn information terminal. Judging by the system's design and current condition, it is quite old. The approach to the machine makes a series of sputtering sounds as the escalator screen flickers dimly to the light. Time since last update. Long freaking time. Error primary database not found. Starting in offline mode. Restarting. It goes dark as the machine begins to emit a bizarre variety of clicking and tripping sounds. After an interminable amount of time, the screen finally shudders back to life. Welcome to Gesundbrunnen Station. Please select an option from the menu below. We've selected station history. Gesundbrunnen Station opened on April 18, 1930 as a final stop along U-Bahn's U8 line. It was designed by prominent U-Bahn architect Alfred Grenander. Construction on the U8 line began in 1914 and I'm not even going to try, but labor shortages in the First World War, project on hold for over a decade. The eventual completion and opening of this home line between Nuckeln and Gesundbrunnen in 1930 represented a major step forward in connecting Berlin's working class districts to the city center. Okay. During World War II, many unfinished tunnels and stations along the U-line were converted into air raid shelters, including parts of Gesundbrunnen Station. In the decades following the war, the station also served an emergency fallout shelter in the event of a nuclear attack. During the Cold War, the U8 line continued to run between Nuckeln and Gesundbrunnen, taking it under the wall and through parts of East. Run between Nuckeln and Gesundbrunnen, taking it under the wall and through parts of East Berlin. The train would skip all East Berlin stations until it merged on the far side near Gesundbrunnen. Huh. Today, the U8 line continues to operate, carrying thousands of passengers through Gesundbrunnen station on a daily basis. In addition, the former bunker, this location has been transformed into a popular museum exhibit showcasing the history and development of Berlin's underworld. Please inquire at the information cost for current museum rates and hours of admittance. You start to press the 4 key only to realize that the key is missing from the keyboard. A thick layer of grime and dust rests in its place. Okay. I have no idea. These kids don't seem to be part of the shipment that was en route to the Chris Bazaar. What's this? Scuff marks? Oh, scuff marks. We also set up scuff marks on the ground as if something heavy tried to cross here. The marks vanished into the wall. I'll come back to that in a minute. There is an extreme disrepair. Water is flooding out of the walls, stagnant in pools on the tile. You can smell the mildew from here. Now let's inspect the wall. You find a small seam on the wall that suggests there might be a passageway hidden in the wall here, but you can't spot. You can spot no clear mechanism for opening. Maybe we should ask around. This looks like the place, so I'm sure somebody might spill the beans. Alright, we're trying to be quiet. Talk to the militia captain. Come on. Militia captain stands at alert, her eyes tracking slowly across the market before coming to rest on you. Guten Tag. You look like you keep a close eye on this kid. Have you seen a shipment of weapons pass through here recently? No, I would have noticed that. Okay. Hey, what's up with those scuff marks on the ground over there by that information kiosk? I wouldn't know. I'm not in charge of cleaning around here. She sighs. Well, nobody is these days. The way things have been going, hopefully our luck will turn. Sooner or later, it'd be nice to take some pride in this place again. Changing the subject, Roby. I know you're hiding something back there. She tips and suddenly her rifle is leveled at your chest. Fine. I don't know who you are or what you're doing snooping around down here. But you'd better come with me now. Our leader's going to want to speak with you. Her free hand reaches down and produces a thick leather blindfold. Who's leader? Come on, of Rebengeister. It's clear you know that much by now. And what makes you think I'll come along? Russell may say, look, I don't want to do this any more than you do, but we're not going to let you keep sniffing around here. You come with me, I guarantee nobody's going to stab you in the back. I'll bring you safely to see the Rebengeister. Very well. Smart decision. She reaches out to blindfold you and the world goes dark. This is not as freaking noisy here. This is the same man you met in the market, but the friendliness is gone from his face. His place is cold, unwavering gaze. You should have stuck to the market, stranger. If the Rebengeister wished to be found, we'd open a fucking cafe. And now, what do you want of us? Say your piece. But I just saw you upstairs and I didn't see you on the way down. Chuckles, let's go stare evaporating. You think a gang like us, we've only got one secret passage? There's all kinds of fun hidden passages down here. Place over 100 years old, you know. During the Second World War, they converted this part of the station into an air raid shelter. Made it nice and secure in case anyone spotted bombers of the city. Corin appears more relaxed, his tone more friendly. He seems to enjoy relating the history of this place. And you're listening. Then, during the Cold War, they designated this whole station an emergency fallout shelter, you know, in case the Russians and the Americans decided to blow each other up. Back when Berlin was divided in two, of course, things got better for a while after that. Well, a few decades ago, before the awakening, I heard they used to give tours. He laughs. This isn't a tour, I'm afraid. So you're from the Chris Bazaar, and you're here to get your stolen shipment back. Is that about right? That's about right, yeah. Which I completely understand, stranger, believe me, but unfortunately we need those supplies more than you do. So I'll have to graciously decline your offer to relieve us of your property. You see, things are hard around here, Corin. But I have to look out for my own Kaz, and that shipment belongs to us. Not from where I'm standing. Look, there's no need for bloodshed. I'll tell you what. It seems like you know what it's like to look out for a Kaz like this. It's not easy, right? We provide for these people a haul like that shipment keeps Zinburn from going hungry just a little while longer. It's our home. These are our people. I expect you feel the same way about the Chris Bazaar. I'm prepared to let you leave just like that, knowing our little secret here and everything. In return, all you need to do is walk away. Just walk away and forget this ever happened. What do you think, stranger? I think I understand, alright, you got a deal, but you better not hijack anything from the Chris Bazaar again. From now on, we stay out of each other's way. You got my word on that. Alright, fine. Fuck her off. He's not going to be happy. I don't think he's going to pay me for not bringing the stuff back. Welcome back. You need some weapons, some ammunition perhaps. Take care of that business with the Rabengister. They won't be hijacking our shipments anymore. Reason Amber, indeed. That is good news. Were you able to retrieve the shipment of weapons they saw as well? They agreed to stop hijacking your supplies from now on, but they won't be returning the stolen shipment. Bleh. Sits on the ground, and you just let them get away with this? Rabengister still support their K's in hard times. I'd do the same in their position. I'm not about to start a war with a neighbor over a few guns. Easier for you to say. It's not your merchandise that's been stolen. He frowns, but I suppose that's what's done is done. Very well. I won't question your decision. Here is your payment then. It is at least good to know that our shipments will be safe again. Until next time, Jax. Okay. What you got? Okay. What do you got? What you got? A house to buy better weapons for every people. Annoying because I can't compare. And just my stuff, not everybody else. I find that irritating. Yes. Cabins around you, you feel emerald tinkle of dormant senses awakening. The room that you're standing in slowly shifts to match your nature, a lifeless, expansive, gray, ugly, and cold. Your own body, however, explodes into swirling chaos of scintillating color. The astral plane shimmers into view. You focus on Grigori. You can still see her with your corporeal vision. Her delicate frame, the bulky cyberware that breaks her silhouette, the faraway look in her eyes, but laid over the top of her physical body, there's a slight shimmer or aura. Damaged though it may be, the chrome that Glory is supporting has already done a number on her. Whatever she may have been before she went under the knife, her aura is now reminiscent of the room she's standing in, a cold, dead thing, mocking the sculpted into a facsimile of life. Somewhere within that mutilated aura, a shred of humanity awaits, but finding it isn't going to be easy. Suddenly, Glory's body language changes. The look on her face is somewhere between suspicion and alarm. I got something in my teeth. You're staring. The aura this shredded by cyberware and surgery, it's going to take a minute to gather any useful information. Continue reading her aura. I don't want to say anything, but didn't want to say anything, but yeah. You have a salad or lunch, maybe. I can't be sure, but it looks like kale. You're praying with the I don't like being played with. Or he stares at you for a hard second, then turns her head away. With a quick word-like movement, she thrusts a finger into her mouth and rubs her teeth vigorously. Did I get it? As Glory speaks, you continue to focus, sifting through the void left by her vintage chrome. Find the tatters of original essence. Finally, you catch a glimpse of color, a flash of her true self, and behind it something else. In a reflex panic, your third eye slams shut. The hidden world of astral plane disappears from view, but in afterimage of what you saw remains twisting in your mind. Glory is or was magically active. The shred of her essence that flitted past your vision left you sure of it. What's more, you'd wager that she had real power once, terrifying power, of a sort that you can only guess at. All of this was surprising, but it was what you saw behind the aura that chilled you to the core. There was something connected Glory's essence, and metaphysical tethers stitched into the fabric of her soul. It reminded you of a leash. You can't say for sure what was holding the other end, but whatever it was enormous and ancient and cruel. And you can't shake the feeling that as you looked into it, it stared back at you. Trembling, you find yourself back in the mundane world. Glory is still staring at you, her neutral expression ever so slightly tinged with annoyance. We need to talk about what I saw in your aura. I knew that this would happen. Look, my aura is my own business and none of yours, understand? Agreed, but the thing I saw that was tied to your aura is as much my business as it is yours. It saw me, Glory. Tell you that's what you're worried about? A shrill laugh escapes from Glory's lips. You'll be fine. Want to know a secret? It's been watching you for your entire life. You just never knew it was watching until now. Some of us have bigger problems. For some of us, it takes a more direct interest, but I fixed that problem years ago. She gestures down at the vintage shroom that riddles her small body. The interest is still there, but it can't do anything about it anymore. Not unless I let it, so drop it, okay? He pauses for a moment and the hard expression on her face softens. Look, I understand you're trying to help me. I appreciate it. I do, but I'm not ready to talk about this yet. Maybe when we know one another a little better, okay? Until then, just give me my space. Okay. You really came through me, boss. You ever need anything from me, anything at all, then you call on me, I'll come running. How's Alexander holding up? He's a good kid. That nephew of mine, give him some time and he'll shake Saul's programming. It might take a while, but he'll adjust to life here in the Grez Bazaar. In the meantime, I've found a good home for him. Samuel's agreed to take him in. Is that why? Samuel's employees have no love for humanists. Most of them don't even like humans. Best thing for the kid will be to learn through immersion. If he stays with Samuel's group, he'll have no choice but to interact with metahumans. Soon enough, he'll learn that they're no different than anyone else. First few days, will be rough, but no question. But he'll make it through and come out the other side a better man for it. You've done your part. It's on him now, one way or the other. He nods grimly. Yeah, that's right. It is. And when push comes to shove, he'll do the right thing, just like he did with Stahl. Now on to other things. Remember what I was telling you back before we climbed into the van? Yeah, you were saying that the Dragon Slayer was happy and that you'd been given a reward. That's right. Thanks to you. Let's not mince words. Heroic actions back in that swine pit. Dragon Slayer has seen fit to grant me his favor. His grin widens, and now I know what that means and what I can do with it. Well, don't keep me in suspense. He gestures at the ground near his feet. This. Okay. As you watch, the spot that Dietrich is pointing at begins to glow. Lines of force spread out in a scintillating web, and feeling of raw power suffuses your body. I've just torn open a channel between myself and the Dragon Slayer. That power that you feel is his power pouring through ether into that spot. If you're familiar with ley lines, it's the same basic concept. I consecrate a patch of ground. As long as I stand in that spot, all of my magic gets stronger. Crosses his arms over his chest. Not bad, huh? What about another mage or shaman? Could someone else benefit from one of these channels too? He shrugs. Don't see why not. Like I said, it's basically a ley line. As long as you're on the Dragon Slayer's good side, I don't see why you couldn't use it. My idol, isn't stingy with his gifts. Anyway, boss, I want to keep fiddling with this, learning to properly control it, and I'm sure that you've got things to do as well. You take care of whatever else that needs doing, and by our next run, I'll be ready to use this. Sounds good. Take care. You too, boss. I want to talk to her, but I probably should. What Eager's doing. Eager turns to face you. There is pained look on her face. Look, I owe you an apology. I'm listening. When Monica died, I was pissed. That probably doesn't come as a huge surprise. But I took that anger out on you, and I shouldn't have. Seeing Winter's body like that was enough to convince me you couldn't have done anything to help Monica, and I couldn't have either. We're dealing with something new. Monica was a good friend of mine. Her death hurt. I got carried away. I said some things that I shouldn't have. I want to apologize for that. Her body relaxes. She begins to turn away. Anyway, that's all that I wanted to say. There are a few things I wanted to say. Stops and turns back to face you. You can see the awareness behind her eyes. Go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Hard-ass. Let's go with this one. You know, it's appreciably some background. That's good to see. Don't worry, Jax. I won't question your competence again, not in front of the others at least. I won't lie, I still have concerns about you. And you should go, fearless leader. I've got prep work to do for next run, and you've got more important things to do than watch me pack my gear. So, can I look at everybody? Not. Annoying. I really would like to be able to look at everybody. So, in range combat. That's range combat. If we go there, that's fine. We can do that. Kingdoms. Ooh. Hold up my spellcasting, but need. Well, I mean, there's things I can't do. There's that. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so how do I upgrade? Okay, let's see. Figure it out. Here is a knight errant flashbang grenade on each mission, which does 2 AP damage and makes targets hit. And sniper rifle ability that increases accuracy by 35% one shot. Here carries here. Grenade, each mission. Shitty frag grenade, which does 4 more damage. That one. No, I can't do that. It's either this or that. Flashbang grenade. Frag. On the flashbang. Now carries a fundamental finish each mission. Fire limit finish in each mission. Better. One. Can't do that. That's better. I mean, that's useful, but never had to use it for that. Okay. That's basic cyber eyes are upgraded to flux model accuracy increased by 6%. Let's trusty cyber machine gun now pierces 1 point of armor, so slightly better accuracy or armor pen. I'm gonna say armor penetration is probably go right that. Yeah, yeah. Confirm those. Just traded. No messages, read old messages. Services. Three things. Nope. That. Okay. Shadowrun PBS. Just hate that. Better than nothing. I know it's front. I broke my first rule. Always full payment up front. Let me hang 50% of cash after completed the job. I'm sure he'll have changed his name by the time this post goes up. Male elf, brown hair, gold eyes, looks to be in his mid-30s. Be careful you work around there. As I see you admit to a mistake on here, thanks for the heads up. I'll keep my eyes open. Will forward any info I come across if you're still looking to collect from the guy. Sent you some surveillance footage. Is this your man? Sure is nice one. I'll split take with you. Sleep pans out. Good to find. There's still some honor among runners. Every time I check in the major cities, I'm flooded with junk now. There's not so much of it I can't even see. Can anyone help me? Another newbie who thinks he's on a tech support board. Hey, Stefan, I wouldn't ask, but I'm desperate. I can't tech like this. Alright, Thunder, calm down. It looks like an ad bot is keyed into your deck. Mid-book can run anywhere. Catch you lately? I don't need details. A simple yes or no will do. No, Ben, I haven't been anywhere like that. I swear. Please help me. What you want to bet he gave his personal info to some scam site? I'll give you 10 to 1 odds. No, I don't think so. All I've done was make an online dating profile. Let me guess. Meet and mate. How did you guess? It's not a real dating site, Thunder. It's a place where desperate people go to get infected with malware. What do I do? How do I make it stop? I don't know. Buy a new deck. Best of luck. Jeez. Got one of these from Transys Neuronet rep. Wants me to sell them in my store, so I took the puppy for the test drive. Signal quality is insane. Makes for a huge difference in comfort, deck, and fatigue. I can stay jacked in for hours and feel fine. Last session I had to set a timer just so I wouldn't forget to eat. Specs on that thing look impressive, but I'm an allegiance man. Does the comfort really make that much of a difference? My decks are generally beaters anyway. Allegiance, what are you doing with that thing? Playing video games? Any serious deck is going to require way more horsepower than that thing can push. Even overclocked. Only a crap decker blames the gear. I do just fine, thanks. How much is Transys paying you to post this shite on here? Find else. Is there any elf clubs or bars in the downtown area? I really want to meet one. They're just so beautiful. Maybe we can go dancing and do elves. Like dancing? There's one on Sorcerer Bed. Bring a bouquet of roses. Elves love a romantic elf clubs I know of our members only do creepy groupies like you. Not really appealing when a guy is only half them for the shape of their ears. Okay. Let's see. Something else fun. We've got 21. Fine. Okay. We'll clean up and that. Alright, fine, we'll do that one. Yeah. Okay, not. Navigation sense, you take the black box from the desk, pocket before turning your attention to the screen. Oh, very good. Some team. I have no idea. Right. Yeah. Boom. Alright. Monolithic plastic sterile, the Berlin office of A.G. Kimi Europa is all of these things. More, the worst qualities of modern corporate culture, all mixed into toxic stew and sluiced into a single prefab office building. Thankfully, you shouldn't have to stay long. According to the intel that your client provided, this should be a simple smash and grab operation. You've been given the tools to carry it out with a minimum fuss. The MKBI prototype, whatever it is waiting for you in the 25th floor. It's time to get it. Yeah, it's not. That's good. Shut down building security and retail. Getting right back here. Here. Great. It's been sealed. The only visible mark of the project at. Hello. Send by just dash. There. Alright. Go with this. few moments of sifting through cables, you find a diagnostic connector with the right input to fit the little black box that your Schmidt gave you. Plug in the little box. Connection slips into the box with a satisfying click. The red light set in the box's lid begins to flash. After a few seconds, it turns solid yellow and then finally shifts to green. The instant all the lights in the garage turn off. A few seconds later, the emergency lighting kicks in. What Schmidt told you was true. You just killed the main power for most of the building. In theory, the box has also circumvented the security cameras on the building's upper floors. Be able to intercept the camera feeds by tapping into the elevator console on the 24th floor. Handy little thing. Alright team, let's go. Without warning, your commlink screen bursts into static. You hear a telltale series of clicks. Someone has established an audio connection to your commlink. A moment later, a deep sonorous voice speaks into your ear. You recognize it instantly. Your lodge contact, Luca Doer. Dax, do not speak, just listen. I have a proposition for you. I understand that your team is currently en route to retrieve a package, the MKVI prototype. If I'm not mistaken, my associates and I are interested in acquiring the MKVI for our own studies. We would like you to deliver the device to us. Once you acquire the MKVI, you will proceed back to the garage as planned. There, you'll find a transport parked beside your client's van. Load the MKVI in the transport and you will be rewarded. Herr Schmidt will also be dealt with to protect you from reprisals. To accept our offer, simply proceed as instructed and return the prototype to us. Please note that we need the MKVI in undamaged condition. If it is not in full working order, it is useless to us. As you know, our organization takes good care of its friends. It would be to your advantage to help us. Good day. And he goes dead with the click. A moment later, the sound of your teammates' comm chatter floods back into your ears. What's going on, Chief? Let's go with that one. Not sure how I feel about this, boss. We need the money and all, but I'm not sure training our employers is the right way to get it. It's your call, of course, but me, I wouldn't do it. I'm thinking of taking the offer. I don't want to get on this particular contact's bad side. Let me hold the contact. That's one way of putting it. Long pause. It's clear that there's more going on here than we know, but we're on the run. This isn't the right time to argue about it. Whatever decision you make, we'll back you. I just hope that we don't come to regret it. No. Steps up to the console built and all beside the elevator. This is it. Chief, all the camera feeds are right here. Shall I? Without waiting for a response, he taps a couple of keys on the console and your PDA starts receiving visuals from around the building. Elevator. Security. Huh. Dead somebody. That's a gas tank. Everybody like to engage. Oh. That gas, I ain't getting in there. Somewhere up there. Looking at the AGC data library, archive and employee record system, enter search terms to begin. What's the guy's name? Here the box. How do I say it? Name. Go back clearing the toxic gas. Oh. Here. Strip out of the console at your approach. Large white letters streak out against a red background. Running toxic contaminant detected. COCI2 plus gene gas has no bright gaze. Everything found. Gaseous agent. Virtual network access available. Use direct terminal access. Status. Laboratory error. Infection will result in divinity contaminants to exterior atmosphere level 5. Okay. Here's gaseous agent to the laboratory atmosphere. So COCI2. COCI2. Known as phosphine gas, a highly toxic colorless gas gained instantly for its use in a weapon war, First World War. It is also sprayed as an industrial area agent and as a building block, which pharmaceuticals and other organic compounds can be synthesized. In low concentrations, its odor is reminiscent of freshly cut grass. The odor detection threshold for phosphine is 4.4 parts per million, 4 times its threshold limit value. Phosphogene-related deaths are generally caused by the interaction of the gas and the proteins of the pulmonary lie. The result of this interaction is the injection of the blood-air barrier, preventing the transmission of oxygen to the blood. Death by suffocation typically follows. Sally recommended that any employee working in or around the gas wear a detector badge. Still supply of NaHCO3 sodium bicarbonate for liquid phosgene and NH3 ammonia for gaseous phosgene must be kept in hand to neutralize spills of liquid. Okay. So I just need to go over here. That's not what it induce. There's NA. NaH. Ammonia. Oh, there we go. 2 carbon. Okay. I already did that. Let me disengage. Another carbon. Hey. 3 carbon just did that. What are you going over there? Bloody door. I just lays dead beside a small pile of smashed glass and a number of breakers have been knocked over. Get ready. Oh, okay. Combat stem increases quickness +2 and AP +1 for 5 rounds. What would you like to do? Item. In the stash. Let's look at stash. There's a note carefully transcribed in neat handwriting. The paper bears the letterhead of Senior Executive Lennart Stromberg. Still waiting for that report. When I said ASAP, I meant I needed it yesterday. Stay until you've completed the test. Then leave the report on my desk. The door code is 54139. Do this tonight. I'll expect to see it waiting for me tomorrow. Nice. Terminal. You're just powered on, but in sleep mode. When the screen comes to life, you find a half-written text file on the screen. The timestamp on the most recent edit tells you that it was written just a few minutes ago. I didn't sleep last night. It doesn't look like I'm going to sleep tonight either. Last test batch failed. My fault. I got the mixture wrong. Sloppy work, Jensen. I can barely keep my eyes open. Gotta try again, though. No excuses in this office. I despise relying on stimulants, but I've got no choice. Gotta keep going. Progress marches on. Find a new badge. If Hush offers that isn't ready to be tested tomorrow, we'll best not to think about that. Got Concentrate. Remember lab safety. Keep alert. Keep awake. One wrong move could spell disasters. Onto the menu. It looks like there are log entries reaching back to weeks. All of the entries are attributed to the same author, and none of them appear to be password protected. Did that one, and inform the right day from its routines where whenever whoever names these things must have no imagination at all. Formula 17, honestly. So I can't wait to start working with it. From what I've read, early clinic trials are promising in the extreme. Amazingly potent this stuff, and increased potency means less frequent injections at lower doses. There's nothing like it. Despite my enthusiasm, there is still much to be done. Speeding up absorption rates is first on the list, and I have some concerns regarding the subject's immune reaction. Perhaps this formula could be tailored on a patient-by-patient basis. Tailoring doses to individual patients has worked wonders. The key was taking a gene therapy-based approach. They've been using it on medicine for ages, so why not apply the same logic here? So in a nutshell, I've used the subject's own DNA to delude their immune system into believing that Formula 17 belongs in their bodies. Simple and effective. This approach has helped to increase the formula's absorption rate as well as significantly reducing incidence of rejection. Unfortunately, it also rules out an easily mass-produced product, but I am convinced that the results may justify the additional cost. He wants an entire week before he waits an entire week before telling me that tailoring the mixture is an unacceptable solution, and then he tells me that trials are to begin tomorrow. I have no time, and Geisenbrick's applying so much pressure that I can barely think. Bastard. House offers probably threatening him. All of them can rot. Maybe now that Hirschhofer is playing Eat the Sheets with Geisenbrick's secretary, he'll learn to lighten up. We can only hope. Anyway, I have some new ideas to move forward with. The formula, admittedly, they're far-fetched, possibly even dangerous, but if I don't start producing some results, I get the feeling that I won't be my problem much longer. Wish me luck, journal. It's science time. Okay. Alright, so I did all that, and any place bought. Look, stuff. Dash. No, what I'm gonna limit my stash, but here we're herding. There are a number of bottles of alcohol. Most of them look expensive. Yeah, got bottom of the road. Eh. Cheap booze, not good booze. At first glance, this terminal appears unremarkable. It's password locked, and a cheerful screensaver marches across the display. On close inspection, you notice something interspersed among the colorful bouncing sprites of the screensaver. There is a symbol that you recognize as a dead drop marker of the Shadowrun writer. As you stay to display, a screen light winks on above the terminal display. The recording light of a pinhole camera. The green screensaver disappears and the screen floods with glowing green text. Shadowrun writer, contributor 1432, recognized. Welcome, Jax. Your project. This is an open request for information about the projects and material prototypes being developed at this facility. It is known that a synthetic drug is being developed here for a project called Atlas. In addition, a functional prototype called MKVI has been developed. First contributor to provide us with the project data for Atlas, the chemical formula for this new drug, and visual records of the MKVI in operation will be handsomely rewarded. All three pieces of information are required for payout. AG Chemi Europe is known to be a heartless corporation with little regard for metahuman safety or morality. They guard their secrets jealously and seek to hoard all information gained for themselves. Failure cannot be allowed to go unpunished. What they know, all shall know. No longer will they hide their secrets in the shadow. The timely delivery of this information will be well rewarded. Freedom, equality, information, shark culture. Okay. How do I do that? Project data. Okay, how exactly am I supposed to do that? Whatever. Should be asshole. A new one. Subs in the hidden world is about several of the buttons on the keypad glimmer faintly. If these buttons have been pressed recently, the residual life clinging to them is very unfortunate. Basket. Which is 54139. Accepted. Open. Take a business card on the test reveals that it belongs to one Annika Schroeder. Cursory search reveals that this test drawers are stuffed full of lewd love notes, all hastily written on scraps of office stationery. Remembers the notes, it's like breaking on a bill. 30 seconds in, and you're already learned 3 euphemisms for sex in a storage closet, as well as exciting new definition for writing a common office term. Thankfully, your search also turns up something more immediate value: a scrap of paper with your name and a 5-digit code scribbled on it. 8472. Desk. Project Dallas. Okay. A single note moved to digital archive and locked under executive authorization. That's digital archive. At last. Oh, I bet you that's not code. 84792. Hehe. Lines and rays begin to flit across the screen. A good half of what you're seeing has been redacted, and the rest is written in possibly dense corpse speak. And there's a record. What was there? Yes. So, do I get that in again? Or the other one? 4792. Okay. Too many records here to sort through quickly. A quick scan reveals the following details. Recordings of laboratory experiments on metahumans. Images of an extensive series of cyber surgeries being performed upon a large troll. Recordings of that same troll carving his way through opponents with a massive axe. And gun cam footage from what appears to be a vehicle-mounted chain gun. The weapon has been photographed tearing apart a variety of targets, both artificial and organic. Okay. GPA, the computer returns to the menu screen. Drug formula. Formula 17. Formula. Yeah, okay. Of course. 4792. Complex chemical formula displays on screen along with a series of notes. 117 appears to be a drug designed to suppress higher brain functions, specifically those functions related to emotional response and decision-making skills. What you can tell, the role and purpose of the drug is to render a subject submissive and compliant. Notes go on to suggest that the Formula 17 was developed as a component of a larger project called Atlas. Apparently, Project Atlas has something to do with cybernetic augmentation. Formula 17 was developed to help reduce the incidence of rejection in Project Atlas test subjects. Recent trials of the formula have been extremely encouraging. While initially a serious concern, fatalities have recently dropped off to a statistically insignificant level. The document is accompanied by a fairly extensive record of testing performed on metahuman subjects, along with death records over the course of the project. Chuck Wilter will be interested in all of this information. According to their charter, sharing this information with the world would be a top priority. In the wrong hands, however, this formula could cause immense harm. Chuck Wilter will be interested in all of this. So got all that. Way. That's who's in the houses. Housers. Oh, that's. There's a door there. There's something there, or there was. Wow, something that was there. I can go in and kill 5 of them, rather not. Alright, let's get here and get this one. Basket should be 8, 4, 7, 9, 10. Yep. The river whisks you upward toward the exact level 25 floor. As expected, the run has been relatively smooth sailing so far. A chime breaks the silence of the elevator lights to stop. MKVA is somewhere on this floor. All you have to do is find. Okay. First lights wink out, leaving you in darkness. A moment later, the building lights flip on, crank all the way up to full illumination. The light is uncomfortably bright. Quick check of the comm link shows that your security feed has been terminated. Instead of a command view of the 24th floor, you find yourself staring at a blank screen. Well, that can't be good. I could go. The door slides open with a pneumatic hiss. An enormous figure fills your vision. It stands motionless by a console in the corner of the room. Almost every inch of the thing is covered in dull steel and gleaming chrome. Its mechanical arms end in articulate hands that wouldn't look out of place on an industrial machine. Bulky, cumbersome things designed for crushing power rather than finesse. Clutched in one of those crushing hands, a chain gun glints with sinister purpose. That shouldn't be possible. Nothing can be implanted with that much chrome and live. Yeah, he shakes his head. Yeah, this isn't right. Hey, cool guys, it isn't moving. I think that's it. I don't know, on standby or something. Lights are on, but nobody's home. Figure stands completely still, but its eyeless head fidgets in agitation. Something about it reminds you of a snake tasting the air. Off to one side, the screen of a control console glows cheerfully in the gloom. KVI Cyber Zombie Prototype Control Console. Oh, not much else you can do. This is an exclusive property of AG Kimi on the checks. It's proven to put the prototype into demonstration mode. You may activate its system from the following menu. Alternatively, the system can be directly piloted via a remote control rig. Continue. Lets his eyes go wide. Chief, did you just read that? I'm going to drive the hell out of this thing. Hold your horses, please. We don't know enough about it yet. Yeah, fine, read up. But after you're done, I'm gonna do my thing. I mean, how many riggers can say that they've piloted control? Log by this light. For now, get out of my hair. He steps back, allowing you to return your attention to the control console. The trappedness of the mundane world is washed away, blurred by the glowing energies of the astral plane. Something is wrong here, very wrong. The cyber zombie's aura is almost completely black. Your horror, the light of your own aura seems to be drawn towards it. You feel a twisting sensation in your gut, and it takes all of your willpower to keep from blacking out. Force yourself to continue staring into the gaping wound that is the cyber zombie's aura. Slowly, your vision begins to adjust. Behind the darkness, you can see a glimmer of color. Somehow buried under the mountain of chrome and steel, there's a part of this thing that's still capable of thinking and feeling, and that soft living core is shrieking in pain. Reflexively, your third eye clenches shut. The color and beauty of the astral plane disappear from view, taking the horror of the cyber zombie's aura with them. A single thought echoes through your head, backed by an iron world that is not your own. A message from a mind that has been severed from its body, but is still very much alive. Kill me. Shuddering, you emerge from your reverie. You are once again standing before the control console. The cyber zombie stands up, moving just as it did before. And what Gloria is saying. Standing next to the cyber zombie, you can't help but notice how much chrome riddles her own body. Cyber is high-grade quality stuff, but not mil-spec. Arms look industrial in design. Interesting choice, but there's nothing wrong with it. The control system looks interesting, like a drone-controlled interface, but it's wired into the base of the skull. For positioning, I say that it's connected directly to the thing's brainstem. Laura takes a closer look at the cyber zombie's control module. A moment later, she takes a sudden half-step back. She turns to look at you, a disgusted look on her face. Jax, listen to me. We have to kill this thing. This thing is our payday, Glory. Explain yourself. This troll is still conscious. He's still conscious. They've outfitted him with an inhibitor chip. He's trapped in his own body, screaming to get out. This isn't just a prototype, Jax. It's a person. We can't just cash him in for a payday. Did you do anything about it? Help him in some way? Takes another look at the control module, Scully. No promise, but I can try. Do it. Right here, let's get him down to the garage first. I want to have the van close by in case anything goes wrong. In the meantime, we're going to have to activate him. She falls back to her regular position in the group. Just remember, Jax, that's a man you're giving orders to, not a machine. This prototype incorporates top-of-the-line cyberware from all AG Chemi Europe subsidiaries, including the Zeiss Dead Site Laser Detonator, BUT Heavy Industries, Powerlift, Industrial Cyber Arms, and the brand new Zeiss Sense Shell Cyber Skull. Where necessary, computers products have been incorporated into platform areas, thermal plating, and universal Omnitech move-by-wire, etc. These systems should be considered placeholders for this proof of concept prototype. Biological component of the MKBI was selected for size durability by General Genex worldwide. All autonomous functions necessary to maintain the biological component are original to the component itself and should self-regulate within operational limits. As a proof of concept demonstration model, the MKBI was designed for remote operation. A Zeiss Eye in the Sky drone control system has been incorporated into the MKBI Cyber Skull. Comlink control is also possible for casual control, but for product demonstration purposes, use of the drone control system is advised. Armaments. The MKBI prototype comes equipped with the Ares Vanquisher vehicle and rotary cannon. To demonstrate the MKBI's actuated strength and recoil suppression capabilities. The module is also good for the Global Polymers monofilament axe. For demonstration purposes, this weapon has been designed with a heft well beyond the lifting capabilities of any unaugmented human. The MKBI, of course, can swing it with ease. Long-term goals in demonstrating the MKBI combat capabilities is this office's hope that AG Chemi Group was merely developed. Formula 17 cybermatic reagent will prove its value to the board of directors, both as an astonishing technical achievement and as a lucrative new revenue stream for the company. Celebrated cost software as Senior VP Berlin's facility. I'd rather call it. Hit the activation control and the cyber zombie launches light. It takes a step forward and you can hear the whir of actors collaborating to adjust its weight. A few seconds later, whirring sound dies down and relaxes into a slight crouch. Activation complete. Follow the protect protocol and engage waiting for the instructions. Okay. The Knight Errant Captain takes a half step towards you, magnified by his mask's speakers. His voice comes out like the roar of some great beast. Drop your weapons and step away from the prototype. Do it now. Consider we comply with my orders or you will die. The choice is yours. That's not the worst body. When he speaks, his voice is dripping with scorn. Try it, see what happens. Fine. Yeah. Frag. He's there. There. Who was that? Oh, sorry. Okay. There. Ben. Jeez. Three. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm done. Cool. Yeah, but yeah. Shit. There we go, that's not good. All right. Shit. Oh, shit. It's chill. Okay, shit. Who the fucking play? Oh. Seriously? A bunch of motherfuckers, didn't it? Damn it. Okay. No, do it. Seriously, 2 fucking hit points. Fucking shit. Ugh. What's it? Put yourself in fucking danger. There's more? Oh, damn shit. Oh, crap. That was... Seems I gotta go this way and around. More fuckers over there? Fuck me. Fuckers out when I was down here. Back, right? Damn it. No. I hate that. Fucking hate that. Why the fuck can't I just kill him in one damn shot? Ah, fuck, 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 fuck. Fuck. I'm gonna